My name's Eric Bach from Bach Performance. I've been a coach now for 13 years. And so when I got started in the fitness industry, much of it was built around sport performance. So I got started as a strength and conditioning coach, worked in the private sector, but soon found out that I didn't have a whole lot of control over what I was doing. I was at the whims of my clients and their schedules. I was always, playing by the rules of what's going on at different gyms. Are they going to change rates? Are they going to change income structures and what those things look like? And soon I learned that, even though I was good at what I was doing, I didn't have any freedom. I didn't have any flexibility, and I was always stuck trading dollars for hours. So while I began working with an awesome clientele and loving what I did, I quickly realized, hey, you know what? This probably isn't the sustainable thing that I necessarily want to have a long, prosperous career in the fitness industry and really help people change their lives. Also, I had other businesses that were on the side as well. And so pretty soon what I was focusing on far too many things, got distracted with what I was doing professionally. And I was working, I had a business in fitness, I had a business that was consulting, and I had a business that was built in real estate. So pretty soon, even though I was making good money, I was spread incredibly thin in many different areas. And so if we kind of bring things back around, we had our daughter about 2.5 years ago, and pretty soon I found myself, I was this dad who had 3 jobs of managing all at one time. It was far too much for me to be able to manage and be the husband that I wanted and the father that I wanted. For me, it was about getting back to my roots, and getting back to my roots specifically with somebody that I could trust. And I got to know Vince specifically from his muscle building products. And so I had familiarity with Vince in that regard, but then I also built connections directly through some of my other mentors and friends of Vince's. And then when he started building the 7-figure mastermind, I'm like, you know what? This is actually exactly what I want, because it was very specific to coaches. And it epitomized more or less how you can build a business that's gonna be structured around your life, but also living true to the values that you have. And there's so much business advice out there where it's like, hey, jump on this method, jump on this particular thing, here, take a picture in front of a Lamborghini, so on and so forth. And it's not congruent with who I am. And so having Vince, having the 7-figure mastermind really help hone in on what are the most important things I need to be doing, not just overall in terms of business, but what should I be doing daily? What are the most important daily action steps I can take to really build that lifestyle, build the freedom, and build the business that we wanted most of all? One specific thing that I learned has really been how to build a team and how to lead. And being somebody who really values freedom and flexibility and being able to take my daughter to the beach, one day a week during the work week and not have to worry about everything else. Well, for me, I need to be able to bring other people on who can do certain tasks. So being able to have that specific focus and dial in that regard, and then being able to lead, coach, and teach my team has allowed us to really build, not only what we're doing financially, but the impact, the number of people we're able to help directly with Bach Performance. The main fear I had about joining the mastermind was that it wouldn't work. And ultimately, I realized that was a self-limiting belief, because working, with a 7-figure mastermind, it's really helped me with my mindset and really figuring out what works for me, what doesn't, what things I need to be doing on a daily basis in terms of habits, in terms of actions, in terms of taking care of my inner game and my mental health. And that's been the biggest thing, because it's allowed me to feel like I'm actually living up to the potential that I have, instead of feeling like I'm always one step behind. And that's something that I know a lot of other people struggle with, and was something I struggled with for a long time. And now, instead of having 3 businesses, I have 1. I make more money with 1 business than I had with 3, and I get to work less, spend more time with my family, and enjoy the beach. One huge win that I've had directly since joining the mastermind, I actually joined Boardroom Domination, which is another level within the mastermind itself, where I get a little bit more direct coaching directly with Vince and with Coach Frank, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So much so that 1 month after joining, I had my best month ever, where we did $134,600 that month. I was completely blown away. And so what I want to be able to do though consistently is like, hey, can we build on that, repeat that month in, month out, while also knowing that that's how we scale our impact. And ultimately, is the money aspect important? It is, but you know what's more important? Being able to help impact more lives. And money's just a scorekeeper in terms of what that looks like. So if you're considering joining the mastermind but you're unsure of why, let me tell you something, right? There's this huge fear in the fitness industry of appearing like somebody who's a marketer because you come from an educated background. But what nobody teaches you is like actually how to market and how to sell. And there's so many preconceived notions about marketing and selling that aren't reality. And when you think about it, coaching itself, well, marketing is communicating something clearly, much like you have to do directly with the clients that you work with. And sales is getting somebody to buy in to make a decision to be able to do something that's going to be in their best interest. So marketing and sales, those things are actually coaching. And when you are scared to learn some of the marketing and sales aspects because maybe you don't like different things you've seen on social media, you're actually limiting the impact that you can make directly as a coach. And working directly with the 7-Figure Mastermind, working with Vince has shown me the tools on how to market and sell in a way that's authentic to me. And it's made such a huge difference, not only how my business has grown and performed, but how I feel internally and being able to keep the respect of my peers and be able to continue growing the Bach Performance brand.